Hello, I'm Phil Mullen, energy psychotherapist. This video is about healing with the parallel self and is part of a series on blue diamond healing. There are three important points first. 1. I'm not selling anything. There is no product to purchase. This is just for the benefit of friends and colleagues and anyone else interested in exploring other dimensions within the work known as blue diamond healing. 2. I do not promise anything. There is certainly no promise that anyone will be healed of anything. 3. What I say here may be true, partially true, or not true at all. It is derived from various sources, combined with intuition, energy testing, and clinical experience. Having stated those three caveats, all are welcome. I'll now state a few basic points before moving on to a meditation and exercise with imagery and the use of breath to activate higher dimensions and explore the potential of healing with the parallel self. Here's the basic idea regarding the parallel self. In our origins, the cosmos as a whole, and we, as interconnected individuals, incarnate down two paths. From an omnipolar state of oneness, we split into two realms of opposite polarities. On the one hand, there is our matter or particle-based realm, here, the familiar realm. On the other hand, there is a more etheric, antimatter, parallel realm. These spin in opposite directions. In each realm, there are Merkabic spinning fields. In the matter-based realm, the top spin is clockwise and the lower counter-rotates counterclockwise. In the parallel realm, these are reversed. So in the parallel realm, the top Merkaba spins counterclockwise and the lower one spins clockwise. Now, the parallel self usually has an opposite gender to that of the matter-based self, with some exceptions. For example, if the person's true gender is at odds with their biological gender, the parallel self may be the opposite of the true matter-based gender. So it will take the true gender as its opposite. Structurally, the parallel self is positioned at right angles to the matter-based self. So my parallel self tends to appear on my right. But if I turned to face her, she would shift so that I would be facing her left. It is important that the Merkabas are spinning correctly. We can routinely test for this. For example, we might energy test the statement, "This being's Merkabas are all spinning optimally." If they are not, we can then check where the problem is, in the top or the bottom in the present self, or in the top or the bottom in the parallel self. Quite often, we find that one or both sets of Merkabas are reversed or phase-locked, where the top and the bottom spin together rather than counter-rotating. If the Merkabas are not spinning optimally, there are likely to be other systemic energy disturbances, particularly the palm over the head test, and also reversals at a general level, such as testing weak to "I want to be well." So far, I found two broad classes of causes of reversal of spin. The first is malign parasitic energies of various kinds, feeding off reversed energy. If these are present, they can be removed within the blue diamond field. Secondly, a more psychological cause, severe trauma or setbacks that cause the whole system to go into reverse, as if feeling that the whole intention of incarnating into life had been a massive mistake. The effect can be like a reversal of the previous personality. When this is the case, and it can of course be energy tested, the best plan might be to target these traumatic experiences. You can energy test back through time to locate precisely when it happened. For example, you can test the statements, age 40, this being's Merkabas are reversed. Age 35, this being's Merkabas are reversed, etc. Until you find the point when they were not reversed. And then you can say, so, okay, what happened when you were age 25 or age 7 or whatever it is? It is important that there is correct phasing and alignment between the present and parallel selves. This includes that point about the 90-degree angle. The two flash on and off in phase, very, very quickly, of course, and in a manner analogous to an internal combustion engine, the two need to be tuned correctly. Many problems arise from incorrect alignment and phasing. For example, there can be leakage between the two, and this may be a factor in some forms of psychotic illness. The space between the parallels is also important. It may need to be cleaned and sanctified in the blue diamond field. This is the space where malign parasitic energies often reside. In many ways, the present and parallel selves and their interaction are analogous to the two hemispheres of the brain and the corpus callosum as a sort of regulatory barrier between. The parallel self operates at a higher dimensional consciousness than the present self. It is more etheric. In certain ways, the parallel self contains the blueprint for the present self. The meridian system that we often work with in energy psychotherapy is an expression of the parallel realm. When we hold or tap acupoints, we are actually activating the parallel self and drawing upon the parallel for healing. When we bring about a connection between the present and parallel self in a regulated and titrated way, whilst holding a problematic state in mind as a target, the problematic state tends to dissolve with a release of energy. This may be part of what is happening in many energy psychology procedures. Acupoints and the meridian system seem to be at that interface between the present and parallel realms. Of course, sometimes it is the parallel self itself that is in need of healing, and sometimes that is the priority before the present self can be healed. Now, you may like to try the following meditative exercise with me and see what you experience as we explore healing with the parallel self. Okay, so first let's go into the blue diamond position, which is 2 fingers just under the collarbones in the center. And then the other hand, you won't be able to see this on the screen, goes on the heart chakra, a few inches below that. So just focus in on that blue diamond point under the collarbones. It's a large blue diamond in your energy field. Think of it as the access point to your own higher dimensions and beyond. If there is any problem or difficulty that you're currently struggling with, place it in the blue diamond. For healing and resolution in whatever is the optimum way. And then with an exhalation of the breath, send a copy of the blue diamond straight up the vertical line into the far distance above. Where it forms a huge clockwise spinning sphere. Clockwise, if the top of your head is a clock face facing upwards. It's a huge clockwise spinning sphere of shimmering, silvery, rainbow, translucent healing energy that is showering in clockwise spirals around you and through you, throughout the entire fabric of your being, right down to the atomic and subatomic realms, and into the spaces within and between the atoms, and into the stillness beyond matter. At the same time, it is streaming counterclockwise to your parallel realm, to your parallel self. Now, with another exhalation of the breath, send another copy of the blue diamond straight down into the core of the earth, where it becomes a huge counterclockwise vortex at Earth's core, taking out all the waste, all that is toxic, all that is false, degraded, distorted, corrupted, deceptive, or dysfunctional. And the equivalent will have taken place in the parallel realm. And now, let yourself get a sense of your parallel self. Just have the intention of connecting with your parallel self. See if you have a sense of what he or she looks like. And think in terms of a heart-to-heart connection, a healing connection. Which now activates a higher unity above the silver rainbow sphere, another shimmering sphere. It may be a pink sphere, which now streams clockwise spirals of pink healing energy, clockwise down through your system and counterclockwise to your parallel self. You are connecting together from that higher unity. In this blue diamond field, we can now also request healing, removal of any errant coding from that higher unity. And now just rest. As those higher energies flow through your present and parallel selves, the two realms, the two aspects of yourself healing each other. When you're ready, just gently bring your awareness back. Don't rush to do anything. I hope you've enjoyed this experience of exploring healing with the parallel self.